chair don't want to move. Excuse me while I just take this jumper off. Oh, that's better, it's getting a bit warm. Oh, that's much better. Right, do I look human? I just sat down and then remembered I'd left me cup of coffee under the kettle, so I had to hurry up and go and fetch it. So I'm a bit flustered now. Hi Vicky, your picture looks amazing already. Beautiful. Hi Gaga, welcome. Right, doing the dragon still, Kerby Rosanes, Worlds Within Worlds. World Within Worlds, should I say. I think this is going to be quite a few parts because it is a large double page and it has got a lot of detail to it. Over the next couple of videos I will try and break it up and do something else, so it's not purely this one every Monday and Friday. Hello Eli, I've not seen you before, welcome. Well, I'm glad you've found me live. Hi Patty, welcome. I'm not a very big talker. I entertain by colouring. I was brought up in a quiet household. We weren't allowed to talk much. It was seen and not heard. So I am learning slowly how to start talking and saying what I'm doing. I do tend to go in my own world, and every now and again I need people to shout me back out of it. But I'm not ignoring anybody. Please don't take it that way. Thank you, Vicky. Well, you know me, I love my Kerby pages, and nothing is too much. Thank you very much. Do you have a different name, or do you want to be called Gaga? Hi Sue, welcome. Hi Pickle. I was just saying, I started the stream and then I remembered I'd left me cup of coffee under the kettle, so I had to quickly go and fetch it. So I'm same as you, Jodie. Wanted a drink and totally forgot I'd got one. Hi Robin, welcome. Yes, we all safe. Hi Leslie, welcome. It was last day of the schools today in UK, so everything is now shut. They don't know when they're opening again. It could be July or it could be start of next term, which is September. So now Alex is doing all his work from home. He has to sign in to school every morning, get updated lessons, what he has to do his work, and when it gets to end of the day he has to sign in again and send his work back to school. So we'll be doing that for the next God knows how many months. I have never known a disaster this big, ever. So I hope everybody stays safe and colour. Thank you, Patty. Yeah, if I had my fleece that I have ordered, it's not ready till the sheep gets sheared, but if it were here already I'd break it up by doing felting, as you know, but unfortunately I haven't got enough colours to do anything at the minute, so all I can do is break it up with colouring something else. Hi Carolyn, welcome. Hi Raquel, welcome. Have I missed Trudy? Sorry. Welcome Trudy. I can't see you, you must be further up on my screen. But welcome everybody. I have had a big influx of subscribers again, so I'll quickly say who I am and what I do for those that have just joined the channel. My name is Heather. I needle felt 3D animals, and I recently found colouring as something to do in between felting. I am a shy person and I'm trying to get more social, so that's why I started the channel, to try and learn how to talk more to people and not just live in my own little world. If I want to develop more felting and sell it, I need to be able to learn how to talk to people without being sick. At the minute, the thoughts of picking up a phone and phoning somebody makes me feel sick, so there's no way at the minute I can go out there and say, this is what I make, will you buy it? Or anything to that effect. So that's why I started the channel, so I could share what I do, and anything I learn I can share along the way, and hopefully learn to talk. I understand that, Eli. Is it Eli? Sorry, I'm not very good at reading people's names. I hope I'm saying it properly. My husband is high risk, so we have to stay safe. So yeah, I understand. Alright, so I'll zoom you in and we'll start colouring. I try to be Robin. I try to be. I just wish I knew more things to talk about. Right. Let's see. Bring you in there. I think that's close enough. I'm going to start darkening as it's coming back down. Over the top it's going to hit the most light, so that's got the more light than dark, but as we come down this side it's not going to hit the light as much. It will still have light in it, but not as much as where it's got across the top. So on the colour choices, if you remember, we've started with black in the deepest areas, and then we've had, in the lower half we've had black cherry over the black. In the centre half we've had black cherry, sorry I said that wrong way around, black grape over the black on the bottom, black cherry on the centre. Then we went to the dark purple for the top edge, dahlia purple on the centre. My lightest areas have been a mixture of Parma violet and finally lilac and then white to lighten the edges, bring the lilac towards the edge. So that's what I've been doing so far, but I'm going to change it up as I'm coming down. I'm now going to add I'm keeping with black in the edges, and I'm also keeping black grape, black cherry, but instead of dark purple I'm now going into violet because it's bringing it darker. I'm not having the Parma violet, I am having the lavender, and then the lilac will mix with it, not after it. Not adding as much white. So as I'm using each colour I'll put the card down. Thank you, Sue. Hi Leah, welcome. So it is Eli, I was saying it right. That's good, because I hate getting people's names wrong. So that's really good. This is the first time I'm doing purples and it's coming out how I want it. I'm a red person. I colour a lot of reds and I colour oranges, yellows, greens. Purple I struggle with. So that's why I've forced myself to do a purple dragon, not a red dragon, because I wanted more practice with the purples. Right, so I'm going to start with black. I also, for new people coming to the channel, I colour with a lot of ink tints because they were the first pencils I got when they first came out in 1996, 97. So I do a lot of ink tints, and this is the first full pencil colouring that I've done, that I will be doing. I like torturing myself. Bye Vicky, have a good evening. Take care, sweetie. Right, I need to move this phone out of my way. I'm on a very small table with limited space, so I have to keep moving things around. Right, so I'm going to start with black, and I want to go in where it's going to be darkest. Well, this overhang, you don't really call it fluff on a dragon, I ain't got a clue what you call it, but this is casting a shadow, so the black is going to be and I'm only pouring a very light coat. I'm hardly touching. Oh, I've got a cat in the window, I keep hearing somebody tapping. I don't need to go up though, they'll go to the bedroom window. And I'm going to follow the shading round this edge because it's casting a shadow from this top scale. So I'm just putting a light black in there. And bring it round this edge a little bit. Now they're not deep ridges, so they don't need to be deep black, just enough just to show cast a shadow across. So all I'm doing is a very light coat. The trick of making something shaped and come off the paper, like I've done with the other ones, is have the recesses really dark and the tip really light, complete contrast to each other. I'm going to bring the black a little bit further down as I come to this bit because it's round, it is like a oval shape, not flat. so as it comes to towards the underneath, it's going to be casting a little bit more shadow again. And that's all I've done, just a little bit of black like that. Okay, take care, Sue. Rest well. I don't know what's happening with my internet, but it keeps stalling and moving slow. Hopefully it'll catch up. And with me not being in a full populated area, now everybody's isolating at home and schools are closed. My internet's going to slow down a bit because everybody's at home and using it. Hi Bethan, welcome. Hi Lizzie, welcome. Who else have I missed? I'm using the Prismacolor pencils this time. I usually use polychromos or Inktense. I'm not a fan of Prismacolor pencils. I'm learning to use them, but they're very mushy, and I don't like mushy. I like the harder pencils. So again, I've challenged myself to do this dragon purple instead of red, Prismacolor instead of polychromos or Inktense. I think I've well and truly put myself in the deep end. So again, I've come down another layer and I'm just spraying a little bit of black shadow again. Not much at all. And then, where's my black grape? There we go. I've got the black grape. I just want to put a bit of a point on it. That's better. On this top one here, it's slightly darker, so I'm using the black grape over the black. I'm bringing it out a millimetre, if that, because I don't want to darken it too much. I'll do this one as well while I'm here. We took Teddy to the vets today because he'd got a claw stuck in his pad. You know, where all his injuries, his claw were growing out and curling under, and it had gone back into his pad and got stuck. So we've had to take him to the vets today. They've managed to sort it out. It's infected, so we've got to keep an eye on it. And he's feeling very sorry for himself at the minute. They put him a nice red sock on. Let's see if I can find photo on phone. I did send the friend the photo. Where are you? Gallery. There. Camera. Yeah, a lot. And he's got a nice red sock on to keep his foot clean. We'll see how long that lasts before he takes it off. I don't think it'll be long. And he's asleep at minute, so it'll last while he's asleep. But as soon as he wakes up, I bet it comes off. Mittens, what are you doing? Let me just go and see who's at this window. Are you making Oliver jump, eh? It's pigeons again, isn't it? Leave the pigeons alone. Sorry, I'm back. He's very cute and lovable. He doesn't cause trouble like Mittens does. Hi Tracy, welcome. He'll be fine now he's been sorted. They've said because it's on the leg that got broken, that could be why his claws is not growing as they should, and they don't retract back in again, so they're curling as he's touching the floor or something. They did explain, but I weren't quite listening, to tell you the truth. I was more bothered about him being in pain. So instead of taking him every 6 months to have him clipped, we're going to have to take him every 4 months, so that they don't have a chance to curl and go back in his foot again. Right, I've put the black grape on the top one, and I'm putting black grape on the bottom ones. And then I want black cherry, which is that one. And the black cherry, I'm going to come off the side of the black grape I've put down and bring it on these centre ones. Mittens, stop it. She's after pigeons, so she keeps attacking window. She just does not like the pigeons on the garden. They can go on anybody else's garden, but not hers. I'm just bringing this colour, and then I'm stopping where I put the black grape. I'm also going to bring a little bit of this on this top edge of that one, and that one, and that one. And then I'm going to dark purple on the tops. That's violet. Lavender. I weren't doing dark purple where I changed to lavender. Of course I had violet, sorry. So where's that one? Violet there. I haven't missed anybody else coming, have I? I don't think so. If I have, shout up again, please. Right, violet, and I'm going just off the edge of the black grape that I put down on this top one. You can see we're starting to bring a darker shadow. Now we're coming back down than what we did on these. Just a little touch on this one, and then I'm coming to the bottom one. I'm doing the same on that. I've not moved my microphone close to me. Is the sound okay? Or do I need to move it? Sounds good, does it? Right, that one back, and I want Dahlia purple. I'll pick that one up. Where are it? There. Dahlia purple. This is bringing the lighter purple tones back in, just on the centres. Just shape it round a little bit. So they're not flat. I'm going to repeat on these ones. That sounds beautiful, Bethan. Ian likes watching people like that on YouTube, carving animals out of trees. I'm trying to get the scales each to be slightly different. I don't want them all uniform. Easier said than done. Oh, man, why do they always start when I'm streaming? They've been asleep all day. Leave Dolly purple there. I just want to put a bit of violet into this purple I've just put down. Change tone of that one. That's better. And I'll do the same on the bottom one. I'm self-taught with everything I do, Trudy, because I can't get out to learn anywhere. I was originally taught to paint designs with Inktense pencils and blocks onto fabric, mainly t-shirts, but also bedding, quilts, pillowcases, things like that. So that's where I was originally taught how to do light and shade. And when I decided early last year to start colouring, I looked at YouTube channels for a refresher and just went with it. And because I already know about shapes and where to put the darkest areas and where to put the lightest areas, it didn't matter what other medium I use, it still applies. So that's how I've moved it on into colouring. I also spent 12 years making birthday cards, so I was colouring with markers, mainly Copics. So it's just everything you learn, you move to different things. I don't know if you saw the intro before I turned the camera on, but it shows some of the felted animals that I make. The same applies with that, mixing the fibres to get shade and light into fur. So once you learn how to do shading and highlights, it don't matter if you're doing painting or pencil colouring or making something with felt, 2D pictures with felt. Once you learn the shading, then you carry on. I haven't tried selling anywhere yet, Robin. I just haven't got the ability to talk to people to do it. I get tongue-tied and I make myself physically ill, so I haven't sold anything. I just make for family and friends and people's birthdays and thank yous for things they've bought me for the channel, and that's the only thing I've done so far. It's the shading you have trouble with, is it? Well, if you think of something, say you've got something like this, you look at where the light is and you work out straight away that where my thumbs are is casting a deeper shadow than what the overall shadow down here is. So the darkest areas would be here. And then you pick 5 pencils graduating in colours, and you work your way up until you've got your lightest colour where the light is. Practice by looking at something solid in front of you. This is a pencil sharpener and it's my thumb, but it could be a flower with a leaf petal over it, and the leaf petal would cast a shadow over the petals of the flower, or vice versa, a flower over a leaf. You'd see, if my thumb was a petal of a flower and this was the leaf, the flower petal would cast a shadow where it's hitting the leaf, and so on. And that's how you learn, by looking at physical things. There's no point looking at a flat, uncoloured picture and trying to learn from that, because you'd not know where shadows go. Kerby helps a bit because he puts lines in to show where he wants you to put your darkest colours. But some pictures don't have any shading on, and you have to learn from yourself where to put your darkest areas. That's all it takes, Trudy. Practice. The more you practice, the more you can sink in where to put things. Right, so what have I got here? Lilac. Change that. Lilac. Now I'm moving to another light, the next lightest colour. So I'm moving on away from what I've already put and heading into the light. Move it over the dahlia purple a bit to blend it in. And I will be working back up the colours again to deepen it, because that's what I've done on the others, gone over it twice. The first time I do a light coat, work out where I'm putting the colours. Then the second coat is to fill all the little tiny holes it leaves, and it smooths the colour out, makes it a deeper, richer purple. Bring this lilac all the way over this one, because it's not going to have any lighter highlight than what it's got now. Same on that one. Just got to go and let Oliver out. I'll be back in a minute. Hi Louise. Thank you, sweetie. Look at the mess you've made again, Oliver. Right, I'm back again. Oh. Right, so done with lilac. I want lavender now. So that is that one. I'm going to take this over the edge of what I've just put down. And there's not much shade difference on these two colours, but it does help. And then I'm going to blend the centre ones with the white. And then I'll work back up. So, lavender again. And lilac. Hi Connie, welcome. Yep, you enjoy your dinner, sweetie. I'm doing alright, thank you. Yes, that's Oliver. He likes to be heard. It's like, move now, woman. And for anybody who doesn't know, I've got 5 cats. 4 are rescues and 1 is our cat. We did have 6, but 1 was killed last year, so now we're down to 5. And Dahlia purple. Yes. It's funny how they've all got their own temperament, Jodie. Each one is different, and you can tell by what they do, what sound they make, or how they move, the mannerisms. Each one's got their own different personality. Yeah, I can imagine, Louise. Dogs are really good with that. Right, Dahlia purple just on these centre ones. A little bit up into there. You see how the second coat is starting to make the colour look rich now, and that's because it's filling all them little tiny holes in the paper and smoothing the colour out. Hi Alex. What you doing? Right. Violet.
Yeah, Mum. You know when Liam's at work tomorrow, could you ask him to pick up double A batteries? Because when I asked him, he said no.
Right.
Because he says, oh, I don't want any, so I'm not getting them.
Yes, I'll sort it out.
Thank you. Yeah, Mum, you know those drawers that are empty?
Which drawers that's empty? Your big drawers?
I put some of my keyboard and everything in it, and then Ollie went in and took 70% of it.
Right, has he made a bed in it?
Yeah.
Well, you need to shut the drawers again so he can't get in.
He's gotten out of it, but he kept getting in the corner, taking it.
He's gone outside at the minute, so go and shut him while he's out.
Okay.
And then I'm going to take the cherry again wherever I put it. I keep moving it. Yeah. Hi Shannon, I didn't see you come in, sweetie. And what's me? What have I done? Oh, thank you, Patty. What's wrong with you? I don't know. What's wrong with you? What you done? Right, I've got the black cherry, and that is going in the centre ones, in the deep shadows. Just in these centre ones. I don't know if you noticed, but I'm still not pressing on. I'm not doing this. I'm just slightly going with the edge of the tip. The grape. She's always sneaking in, Jodie. She likes to catch us off guard. Okay, Bethan, take care, sweetie. I'll chat to you later. Well, you have a lot more critters than I do. You start with first one in the morning, finish with last one at night, and have to start all over again. And that's bringing the shape and stopping it looking flat on the paper. Just looking at the picture, I need to go with the black under this bit because I haven't deepened it enough. I also keep looking in the big monitor I've got because I can see that clearer than I can looking down at the paper. One, because it's zoomed in and so it looks a lot bigger than what looking at the actual paper does. And two, when you're looking at a photo or an image on a screen, you can see more of the shape that you're trying to achieve, where looking at the paper it still looks quite flat. That's how I've found I like them a bit better now, Louise. I'm layering them like I do with the polychromos, trying to do them blended like everybody else on YouTube keeps trying to show you, and I just wasn't getting it. I was pressing on too hard and it was looking a mess. So once I gave up with that idea and went to layering colour on top of colour like I do with polychromos, then I'm starting to like them a bit better. I do love the rich colours that they've got in the Prisma, so I am going to keep practicing and hopefully they'll grow on me because I do love the colours they've got in them. I just wish they were a little bit harder. Haven't you started in this book yet, Shannon? I thought you'd started one. Right, so I'm coming down another line. It's starting to get a bit more shadow. Kerby's drawn his lines longer as he's coming down, so he expects the shadow to be deeper the more it's coming on the shape downwards. So put the black in first, and it's very hard because it's going into the crease of the book and I can't get it flat enough without breaking the spine. This is part of the fuzzy bit on the back of his head. That shading. I like the big double pages, but I don't like the creases in the spine. Why am I still holding the spine tight when I'm not near it? That's hurting my fingers. I'm trying to break the spine. I think I'll break my fingers before I break the spine. Thank you, Tracy. Oh, thank you, Louise. Thank you, Patty. Oh, I'd love the poster style ones, but there were none on Amazon when I were buying the original Kerby books, so I just ended up with the normal books and not the poster ones. And I don't think he's brought a poster one of this one out yet, has he? Just this. turn it over and bend. What I need is Alex to come and do it for me. That's what I need, but I forgot to ask when he just come through. You can't help it though, Connie. You have to break it to get it to colour into centre at spine. Otherwise you can't get picture to flow seamlessly. You end up with a big white bit in the middle. It shows when you're trying to take a photo. Right. So again, I'm doing trying to make them a different shape, a different colour on each one. Hence the word trying. Oh, come on. Still not going deep enough. Bear with me a second. Yes. Oh, I think that worked. That's better. I can see it now. Still got just the black, by the way, just black. A lot, I should think. Yeah, if you put in title, I'm going to show you how to break the spine. I'm doing 4 layers this time, black, and then I'm going to come to the next colour. I'm sure it's gone back again. I did get it flat. Right. Where's my grape gone? There. That grape. Now this one, oops, don't do that. I'm trying to talk with pencil in my hand. That's it. You've seen how I can make a complete mess of things. Yeah, spine breaking news. Yeah, I like that one. Try again. It's a good job it's going to be coloured purple and not cream. I just didn't want the black grape that far. Right, I'll talk without the pencil this time. This one is the same shape virtually as this one, so it could be the same, but as we start coming round they're starting to point further down, so the light is going to hit it slightly different to what it has on these ones, and I'll try and talk it through as I'm doing it. What's breaking the spine do? When a book's new, all it wants to do is keep shutting, and it's got like a spring to it on the pages, and it wants to shut, and you can't colour right into the spine. The pencil would touch there and there rather than where you want to colour in the centre, so breaking it opens the pages up and you can get further down into the spine to colour where the picture has overlapped. Does that make sense? No, the pages don't fall out because of the way it's sewn in. If it were glued on each one, then yeah, they would eventually fall out, so you do have to be careful with some books. But even then, if they fall out, I put them in a folder. Right, so I've got the black grape. Not going on the fringy bits, I'm sticking to the scales. I'm bringing the black grape down a little bit on that edge, and then going over the black and coming down a little bit. By going over the previous colour and then out, it does mix the colour and stops it having a harsh line. I'm going to do the grape on the bottom one. And I'm going to do the same on this one. And bring it down a little bit. A bit more shape on this one, so I'm going to bring some grape up onto this one, to the centre. This top one. Coming out a little bit, so I'll come across on that one to halfway. That's better. And on this one, it's even further round, so I want a little bit on that centre one this time. And bring it across. This is where you try not pressing on too hard, trying to get in the spine, because I'm not getting the sideways movement. I'm having to go straight up and down, but I don't want it to press on and put too much colour in. I also don't want it to flatten the tooth of the paper either. And then this edge. That's enough for that one. I'll do the same on this one. That's a little bit more. Top one. Just a little bit down that one. That was great. I'll bring Cherry in. Let me just go and shut that back door. IQ, welcome. We do over in and out in. Right. Right, black cherry. Coming off the edge of where that grape ended. Slightly warmer tone, this one, so that's why I put it in the highlight areas. Or should I say in the shadow of the highlight areas. Oh, bye Q. Thank you for nipping in. Have a wonderful day. Violet. Cherry on them last two of her. Quickly do that. That's cherry. Miss these two lines. Right, back to violet. Hi Mary, welcome. Are you still at work? Dahlia purple. If I can pick the card up. Thank you, Mary. Red's my favourite, but then again I love all colours. I can't pick just one colour that I'd use over and over and over, you know, for clothes, colouring, whatever. There's not just one colour. I like lots of colours, but the one that stands out is red. So deepen that one a bit more. There we go, that's better. Lilac. Lavender. Leaving the highlight area where I'm going to blend the white. The white. Just blend it on the edge. And then work my way up again. So lavender up against where I've put the white. What's up, Will?
No, food will be here in half an hour.
Okie dokie. What are we having?
KFC.
Right.
Chinese came to nearly 50. We eat everything we usually have.
Okay. Yes, Oliver's knocked all the bin over. Dahlia purple. It might get a little loud when he opens this door because he's put dryer on.
Contactless delivery. Says they'll deliver it to door, trying to make as little contact as possible. Only problem is I'll still have to open the door, so show them where we are, like we usually do.
Yeah, it means contactless so they don't come right close to you.
Yeah. Usually drop out your door, knock on it, then run off.
Mhm.
So, but not allowed to open the door to try social distancing, then they probably go up road and get out wrong.
Like they usually do.
Yes.
Yeah, dryer sounds as good, but ours needs a new bearing, so it's a bit loud. Black's right. Like everything in this house, it's falling to bits and needs repair. Yours is down to metal and metal then if it's squeaking. Ours is not quite that far yet. It's just got where it's banging because the alignment at drum's starting to go a little bit out. F6. Yeah, I think today's gone awfully quick. It's gone quiet. Have I sent everybody to sleep with dryer on? It's like that sitting in back of a car with your eyes shut, the engine sends you to sleep. Just touch the black up right under the edge. Put it to a point on. Has my chat stopped? Let me refresh, make sure. No. Yes. Thank you, Jodie. I think I've sent everybody to sleep. I'm just doing very tiny little circles so it fills the little holes of the paper. I'm not used to everybody being quiet. I'm used to everybody chatting to each other. There we go. Right. Now, as I'm coming down, I want to cut out the darkness of the shadows on either side because it's starting to go too much into a tube. So I'll carry on with the dark on this edge and take it out on this edge. Hi Dee Dee, welcome. I've not sent you to sleep yet then, Louise. Still past. Right. Come down a little bit more. That's one book I haven't got, Serene, because I'm still learning faces, so I don't tend to buy them books yet. I like more scenery, animals, that sort of thing. But I love watching other people colour in them books. I've just ordered a new book called Into the Forest. Don't know if anybody else has got it. It's got watercolour paper in it. Thank you, Dee Dee. Oh, you're welcome. It's helping me with my confidence by streaming, so thank you for watching. Do that very black grape. Starting the spine area that is trying to close itself up again. Still on screen, aren't I? Just a little bit down that edge. violet. And does it look like a good book then, Louise? Yes, Dee Dee, I bet it does. To me it's my lifeline because I'm always stuck in here anyway. Being my husband's carer, I can't go out and about socialising, so I rely on the internet. But yeah, I suppose if you're used to going out and about and suddenly you're stuck at home, you rely on internet and people streaming. I've put the dark up the top. I'm not putting it down the bottom this time because I don't want it to curl in too much. Dolly purple. Oh, you've got that one, have you, Connie? Is it a good one? I've ordered it, but I've not seen if anybody had got it. It's the forest animals that called out to me. I'll do a flip through when it comes. Lilac. I think it's supposed to be coming tomorrow. Bye, Tracy. Yeah, you have a wonderful weekend as well, sweetie, and I'll see you soon. Take care. Lavender.
planting right up road again.
Yeah, thought so. You'll have to wave to him again.
Alright. Yes, I'm outdoor now. You'll see me in front of you. Yeah. I'll keep door closed because that contactless thing. So just knock on door, mate. Yep.
Lilac again. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Violet.
Cheers, mate.
Dolly purple. I'll be with you soon. Nearly done. Bye, Eli. Don't work too hard, will you, sweetie? I hope to see you again soon. It is nice to take birds, isn't it? It's definitely a sign of spring now. They're nesting close because we've got fields round us. You can hear them. They're starting to build the nests. They keep coming backwards and forwards for nesting material. Can't think of a word then. Yeah, you can see them with all little twigs and bits of cat fur they keep coming and finding and what have you. And you see them flying backwards and forwards. It's lovely to watch them. And I've put some seed hangers in tree on front so I can watch them fetching seeds for the partners. It's lovely. What are you tracing? Oh, something you're talking to Connie about. Right. So I've got a bit further. You can see where the highlight's starting to hit on the centre, where the light is hitting it. And I'll carry on with that as I come down now. It will not change again until we start going round the corner on the belly, and then the direction of the highlight will change again. Thank you, Louise. Thank you, Connie. So, I'm sorry to rush off, but as food's come early. So, I'll talk to you all again soon, and have a good weekend, everybody. Take care. Bye for now.